What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here, and I'm bringing you a brand new reaction video. But before that, about 80% of you guys watching are not subscribed. That means two things, either you're new or you're returning, and hopefully this is the video that gets you that subscribe button. Today, the new goal for this channel is 400,000 subscribers, and the only way we can do that is by you right there hitting that subscribe button. I can feel it rising. I can feel it. Ah! Keep hitting the subscribe button. Keep doing it. One day we'll even go even further beyond and hit 1 million subscribers. So hit that subscribe button today. What's up everybody, Steven Z Killer here, bringing the reaction, and today we're checking out some more Dragon Ball Kakumei. Now I'm excited. Last episode we learned a little bit about what's going on in this story, the huge fight between Beerus and Goku. If you guys didn't see that, then by all means please go check that out. Now this is also live on my live reaction streams. If you guys aren't aware, I do these every so often, so you don't want to miss out on some of these live streams because there are reactions done that stay on these live streams that never see as a individual video. So if you do not want to miss out on any of the content that I check out or watch, by all means check out these live streams. I'm even going to be doing some gaming streams here and there, of course. So like today I'll be playing the Elden Ring DLC on this stream. But whenever you see this video, that was already a couple days ago or whatnot. So we're checking out the newest episode or part or whatever you want to call it by this channel right here. I highly recommend you guys go check out the channel. Link will be down below in the description. I love the what if comic-esque kind of things. And let's get into this. No more delay. I think last time it ended off with the, which I'm presuming, I'm not 100%, but I believe the angel that is, I think supposed to be the Grand Priest's wife, showing up in a meeting and Goku getting teleported into a new dimension, Universe Zero or something, I think. It's been like a week or so since I last watched the last episode. So if I miss anything or for anything, let me know down below in the comments. And also, hang out with me and all these awesome people right here. And if you want the chance to say hi YouTube or anything like that during these live streams when I record a video, then make sure to show up to these live streams. Anyways, let's get into this and enjoy it, right? Also, yeah, this episode is called Goku Imprisoned, so I don't think what's happening in that universe is good either. The Evil Gods Attack, full color, episode 2. Once again, show your support. Let's get it.
Last time on Dragon Ball Kakumei, Goku would again fail to
Kakumei. Okay, I think I said it right earlier.
to defeat Beerus as part of his training, though not without showcasing intense strength and resolve. After, the Grand Priest would call all angels to brief them on a developing situation. Android 17's wish not only resurrected the universe as erased during the Tournament of Power, but also 7 which had been disposed of previously. Most mysterious, Universe Zero. Returning to face the Grand Priest is a mysterious stranger who claims her opposite is nothing more than a fraud. Moments before, and against his better judgment, Whis allows Goku to explore Universe Zero to see what he can discover. Back in the present time, at the Grand Priest Palace, the mysterious intruder reiterates she never abandoned the angels, and she wants to elaborate on this imposter's past who they call their father. Simply put, he provoked mass genocide and believed himself to be on equal footing with that of the Omni Kings. The Grand Priest finally tells her that's enough. He rises from his throne.
Damn, he ready to beat that ass.
His children kneel and request he explain himself, and to reveal the identity of this angel-looking woman. As many of you likely guessed, she is an angel.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! It was the mom. Okay. So, damn.
And their mother. Moreover, what she says isn't a complete lie. This 19th universe he previously mentioned was particularly powerful, It released a monstrous strength and threatened the balance established by the Omni King. Something had to be done quickly, so he acted without the king's knowledge. These words caused the woman to let out a maniacal laugh. Quickly isn't the right word. Expanding space-time may be a brief action for himself, but those slain by his actions did not suffer a swift execution. They felt everything as time itself tore apart the bodies of innocent people by the billions. It may have only lasted a second for him, but for all those affected, it was several tens of billions of years.
Holy fuck!
All the Grand Priest has to say about this, since he doesn't possess the power of Lord Zeno, he had no other alternative.
So if Zeno did it, it would have been instant painless. He did it, and it caused 1 second to feel like billions of years of pain. Ugh. That doesn't mean you did what you should have done. It wasn't that.
And these actions all but confirmed. The mother rhetorically questions her children if they hear that. From his own mouth, their father found it wiser to cover up his barbaric act rather than to be honest with the king. Strangely, she doubles back. She quills they not blame the priest. None of this is his fault nor that of the king. But what could she possibly mean? At the same time in Universe 12, Jin stares at the sky wondering what's going on. Belmont does the same in his realm. However, he recognizes several familiar energies. As the Mother Angel continues, she places the blame on not any individual, but the system itself which was set up forcing the Grand Priest to act. When 12 figures suddenly emerge out of nowhere, one pointing out the irony of the situation. It's actually kind of funny, while another, appearing
more angels and maybe some gods of destruction, because like we see the rings around the necks here, but also there's characters like this guy with no, like these ones without the rings. So these are probably the angels and gods of destructions of the other multiverses that were purged.
Much more brutish in stature. Thanks, Kansei, for taking the
This motherfucker looks like a Janemba looking character.
Pressure off all of them. Kansei likely the name of the Mother Angel. Peering around the crowd, we can make the assumption these people are destroyers and they're angels. One angel on the back mentions how strange it feels to return to this place, while another simply states how familiar all these faces are. Whis tells how these are the gods and angels of the destroyed universes, remembering back to a time their existence was meant to be. This causes one to cackle out that Whis is still as sharp as attack, and only hopes he didn't miss them too much, before another voice rings out for them to behave themselves and bow down. Their faces.
I'm wondering if it's because of the Grand Priest, what he did, because when Zeno was doing the TOP Term of Power and stuff like that, and would basically squish the multiverse, it would destroy everything, including the God of Destruction, the Supreme Kais, etc., etc. But the only ones that weren't affected would be the angels. So I'm wondering, because of what Grand Priest did, it even fucked over the angels, because yeah, that would explain why they're not so happy of what he did.
Finally come into view. First, we have Galleon and the destroyer Balkan from Universe 13.
Okay.
These names are a play on Balkan vodka, and Giuliano, a sweet herb-based Italian liquor.
Good.
From 14, the angels Ares and god of destruction Dromel. Named for a white wine and hydromel, a beverage derived from fermented honey similar to mead. In 15, we have the blindfolded duo of Malata and Vilspring, the latter being the one responsible for that cackling just a few moments ago. He screams he feels like he slept for hundreds of times longer than that cat Beerus. As for the wordplay, Malata is a Georgian wine, and Vilspring was inspired by Devil's Spring vodka, a very high-proof spirit. Ironically, it's so strong that if not properly manufactured can cause you to lose your vision. Universe 16, surrogate home of the angel Remtal and destroyer Menyak. Snickering a sinister chuckle, Menyak takes pleasure in seeing everyone in good health and not injured. They've arrived just in time. The party hasn't even started yet. Remtal is an anagram of Torah Merlot, and Menyak is the same for Armagnac brandy. And for the 17th universe, we have the god named Nisos, named for Dionysus, the Greek god of liquor. He was actually a dead ringer for a Kaioshin rather than a destroyer, the hair and the Patara earring being the giveaways, but still appears to bear a destroyer's clothing. Whatever the case, he warns Alaros to stay calm. Panning down to the angel, he shows nothing short of pure rage on his face as he hisses Whis' name. What history could the two possibly share? Did the angel of Universe 7
Also, this is an angel with black hair. The fuck?
also take part in his destruction? Just then, Vados instructs her brother to look a particular direction, though he assures he has already seen what she refers to. None other
Frieza, what the fuck?
than Frieza. But how could this possibly be? The tyrant bids a good evening to all. He's been looking forward to meeting them, though he especially wanted to thank Whis in person. We're then introduced to an angel named Twist, which isn't only an appropriate name for the situation, but also yet another alcohol pun for a variety of drinks. With this panel, it reveals her and Frieza to be the angel and destroyer of Universe 18.
How? When? What?
Surely this couldn't be another version of Frieza native to the 18th universe. So how did he make his way all the way there? Twist beckons Whis, or possibly all angels, if they see where this excessive neutrality leads to. Our angel is primarily fixated on the Golden Warrior. He thinks he understands what he's planning to do. Back at the Tournament of Power, he knew bringing him back to life he wouldn't have just sat twiddling his thumbs for long. But to go this far, the villain spats to not underestimate his intentions. This is merely a foretaste, an appetizer of his true plans. Upon persuading that know-it-all Zuno to explain everything he needed to know, the commanders of the Frieza Force informed him to the appearance of the new universes. He has to admit it was rather surprising Zeno decided to do away with the 18th universe at all. Its god of destruction was miserable, not even remotely fit to hold his position.
Damn.
According to Twist, he had disagreed with his universe's behavior, obviously not having the makings of a revolutionary. Flashing back, Frieza tries to assassinate the destroyer from behind.
Still doesn't explain how the fuck did Frieza get to the 18th universe and also having an audience with the god of destruction of that universe.
First,
But for him to also kill and attain the power of God of Destruction, that's scary to think about.
he would miss his initial attempt. Whether purposely or to only fulfill his own sadistic personality, he wouldn't miss
That fucking easy?
again. Using his other hand, he fires several holes into the god. All the while joking, it appears he's more accurate with his left arm. He moved in to add insult to injury, mocking that he vomit a little more. His robes are too tight for him anyway. And finally cracking his neck, the Space Emperor dons the Destroyer's clothing for himself. He scoffs that his impotence was disconcerting, and he wonders how he managed to become a god of destruction in the first place. But he doesn't think any of this concerns Whis himself. Having listened to the entire story, Whis admits he doesn't understand the point of going this far with it. But he's right. None of this is his concern. Continuing his vile ways, Frieza questions the angel if he regrets his resurrection. He pauses, then utters his opposite is ill-informed and has no idea of where he steps. Regardless,
Even with all this power and everything Frieza has with the God of Destruction title and everything from Universe 18, I would still say Whis could easily body Frieza
he would like to credit Whis. All of this is thanks to his
if he was allowed to fight.
generosity to take the risk of bringing him back so willingly. But for the moment, if he wouldn't mind, would he divulge the whereabouts of Goku? Grand Priest asks, Son Goku? What does he have to do with all of this? Prompting Whis to explain how he spotted Universe Zero just before he was summoned here. He agreed to let the Saiyan scout it out for himself, but has since lost contact with him and he hasn't used the button he gave him. For the moment, they are unable to reach him or distinguish his presence in the condensed auras that form in that realm. Maniac inquires if he's talking about the mortal who came through screaming like a donkey right into their headquarters. He needn't worry about him. They welcomed him justly. The Grand Priest now wonders why they would be keeping Goku imprisoned. The power of the deities is still far beyond that of any Saiyan. Goku's not a threat to them. Could it be that the mortal possesses vital information useful to the resurrected gods? Kansei Tanskaishi not to look
I could see Goku going in there guns a-blazing, but at the same time, what the fuck, Goku?
so ignorant. He knows exactly what they're planning with him. Kaishi, presumably the Grand Priest's actual name. Simultaneously, with Goku, Our hero kneels in chains, prisoner of the gods. He screams for the cowards to get back here, wanting to know what they want from him.
Holy fuck!
With a final glimpse of him from the apocalyptic
Jesus!
world, all he can do is apologize to Whis. He grossly underestimated the challenge in front of him. After being told by Kansei he
Holy fuck!
should know exactly what they plan to use the imprisoned Goku for, Kaishi, the Grand Priest, finally relents to inquire about their demands. Without skipping a beat, Maniac hisses they want the abolition of the divine hierarchy and the removal of that
This motherfucker gives me Cell vibes with the way his head looks.
neutrality he's always been so obsessed with.
Cell or maybe third form Frieza a little bit.
The Destroyer emphasizes this point by throwing an errant strike in the Grand Priest's direction, causing Kusa to cry out for her father in terror, though he urges her to stay calm. That's when the various Destroyers begin circling the Divine Leader. Voices scowl, it's this mentality that blocks him, fogs the truth. And it's the Divine Hierarchy that, during the so-called Tournament of Power, erased the gods, but not the angels? Spring snarls, knowing this. How can he call himself a guide? When Jermel speaks up, the Towering Brute commands no more games. It's time to make things happen. But the Grand Minister wants to call his bluff. He taunts. Oh, and what will you do? What can you do? Kansei rests her leg on the toppled lectern. She declares a war between deities on a multiversal scale is about to begin. The revolution starts now. Every individual, mortal or not, will have to choose a side. Only one will remain. They wish to fight.
This is becoming a fucking multiverse tournament or war between angels, gods of destructions, and whatnot. What the fuck? Goddamn!
For a new world with a perfect balance. Without warning, the Grand Priest unleashes an attack against the revived gods and angels. Not without taking great damage himself. He falls to his knees, bleeding from the mouth.
The fuck did he do?
Usu approaches to tend to the situation, but he tells her not to worry. As we gaze out to see what this technique accomplished, all of the opposing gods and destroyers stand frozen in place. His daughter questions what he's done to him.
I don't think that's going to hold him for long.
And it's just that. He has frozen them.
Especially for the fact that I think there's a playlist for this. And I think there's like 30 or 20 or 30 videos.
And in time and space.
It's not going to work.
They have to teleport them to the Zero Universe and freeze it in turn. She argues, won't that be dangerous for his health? However, he scoffs at her not to be ridiculous. Whis implores Kukatail to assist him. They have to gather all the Supreme Kais with Kibito. There will be 13 in total, which should be enough. But what does this mean? Acting swiftly, the Kaioshins we know immediately arrive on the scene. Kukatail formally greets him. As Whis has already summarized the dire situation to him, he wants to know if they'll be able to help. Kibito admits this won't be an easy task, but with 13 of them, they will find a way to succeed. With time of the essence, our angel snips they stop the formalities and prompts everyone to stand, as Kaishi motions for everyone to continue with their plan. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the gang continues with their get-together, completely unaware of the dramatics going on with the gods and angels. As Videl and Chi-Chi carry plates of food to the others, 18 darts up to insist they let her help with that. At the table, we see Krillin.
You know, we really haven't seen most of the other characters besides Goku. Did we even see Vegeta? I think maybe Vegeta sensing Goku's fight, but that's about it.
Goten, Trunks, Pan, Mr. Satan, and Boo. The latter, most likely, the most excited to eat. Though, something doesn't sit right with Chi-Chi. Gazing up to the sky, we all know what she must be thinking.
She probably feels like something's going on with Goku or something. It's just the wife connection kind of stuff.
Her daughter-in-law takes notice. Without saying a word, she quietly begins to head inside. Goten asks Videl if his mother's doing all right. but she's not quite sure. On another note, if we look at the Capsule Corp building, it appears a bit damaged. Was it from the fight between Goku and Beerus, or something else? Concerned, Videl trails after her to question if she's okay. While trying to keep a stiff upper lip, Chi-Chi insists everything is fine through the unstoppable tears. Videl reaches out for her. She insists Goku is just late. She knows how he is. Trying to laugh off the situation, this is just how he's always been with social gatherings.
So this was a planned one for Goku to return. Okay, which makes sense because he was if it wasn't for the fact that they sensed Universe Zero, that Goku probably would be on Earth right now.
At least from what she's seen and heard. Chi-Chi does her best to manage a smile, returning the chuckle and admitting she must be right. At the same time, Gohan stands in the mirror straightening
Hey, our boy, Gohan, let's go.
his tie.
I hope we eventually see, like, I don't know how far this series goes, but I would love to see Beast Gohan in this series at some point. That would be sick.
Then rethinking his attire, he appears to lose the vest in favor of something a little less butlery. Outside, he gazes at the beautiful sky, taking in the lovely scenery. As he pulls up a chair to join the others, we see he's ditched the tie as well, though he's a bit confused why his dad hasn't arrived yet. While ruffling Goten's hair, Videl doesn't have much to say on the matter. While in the background, Trunks drives his mother crazy playing with a dog, possibly Bee, instead of getting ready to come to the table for dinner. She continues her shouting as Gohan takes note of his mother's expression. She's still clearly focused on the whereabouts of her husband.
She probably just has a bad feeling, and she's right. Her senses are not wrong.
But knowing nothing can be done, he figures they should just eat. When something catches their attention, looking upward, he asks, "What's that?" Meanwhile, in Universe 11, Planet Zarus.
I was gonna say, Pride Trooper? What?
Jiren goes to wrangle up
Oh, it is Jiren.
a
Okay.
monstrous dinosaur-looking creature. He grabs a net, or reins, caught around its teeth to pull its head up, before sending it flying. Though there are a few questions regarding the scenario. Was he trying to save the creature, or kill or subdue it? As a punch like that from Jiren is likely to be a death blow for most natural life. Either way, something above also appears to capture his attention. Universe 6, Planet Geno. One of our favorite assassins makes his way through a crowd. Some of their faces.
I hope we get more on Hit, because the one thing about Determinate Power, Hit was handicapped the entire fucking time. He's an assassin, and he wasn't able to kill. So he wasn't able to utilize his entire arsenal and abilities to kill. And we still have yet to see everything that Hit can technically do.
Faces we may recognize. It's made evident rather quickly he's on the clock. Acting before anyone even knows what he's done, he calmly walks away
Assassination!
as a group of people begin to gather around. And just like the others, something takes his attention too. But if we look at the people around him, they all look up. Does this mean it's not merely a powerful key everyone is noticing? And in the same universe over on Sadala, Caulifla continues her rigorous training as Kale stands behind her. Kappa approaches as she nears 20,000 thumb push-ups. He greets the
Damn!
pair. The latter stays focused on the task at hand while Kale offers a meek reply. Finishing, Caulifla finally says hello as well, though referring to him as Crawler, likely a petty insult somewhat lost in translation, as this manga is originally in French. She asks what he's doing here. And the truth is, he was just passing through. But before he can even finish, he beckons what's that above him. Apparently not sensing anything, she cockily questions what he's talking about. So he straight up points it out, telling her to look. What's that ball? Curious, but not threatened, Leafla responds pretty much with a, "Huh, well how do you like that?" and has no idea what that thing is. She casually turns her head to tell Kale to check it out. There's a ball in the sky, leaving her a bit confused, though her partner assures it doesn't even matter. As it begins to speak, prompting everyone to listen to it. The entity announces itself as the Grand Priest of the Multiverse, and has come to bring them the direct order.
I was not expecting that, actually. The Grand Priest is going around fucking sending out a message to every universe?
Of the one they call God. Though Kappa wonders why the Grand Priest would want to talk to all of them through a giant ball. This whole thing is very strange. At any rate, he continues to address all life forms in the present world. An evil angel rebelled against him, though he was able to freeze her in time and space. It will only last for a period of 2 years. A war between all universes will begin once this delay is over. Every single
So, training montage.
individual will have to be ready to choose a side. Asking the
Quick, everyone get in the hyperbolic time chamber. Get 2 years. Wait, what would it be? That would 365 times 2. That many years in the hyperbolic time chamber. But realistically, Gohan and the others can't do that. But hey, they could technically get more years of training thanks to the hyperbolic time chamber than most people.
obvious, Gohan questions Piccolo what that even means. The final shoe dropping. Leafla's arrogance drains from her eyes while absorbing this information. Top contacts Jiren to make sure he's seeing this too. Greatest hero of Universe 11 only stoically confirms he is. Having just returned from the Tournament of Power, Krillin looks as though he just can't catch a break as he and his wife stare into the sky horrified. And finally returning, Vegeta, removing the last of his weight.
Oh, there's that motherfucker. I was wondering where Vegeta was.
He makes sure everyone here heard that as well. His son relenting they did. Goten is confused. Wasn't his dad with him? But no, Vegeta figured he'd already be on Earth.
I like it in this story, though, that Trunks and Goten do look older. They're not old as they probably should be. Well, I don't know, actually. But they definitely look older. And I hope we do see more of an adult. And if they went into Hyperbolic Chamber again with, like, Vegeta and others to train, they could definitely help out, finally, and actually be important to the story, let's be honest.
Earth by now, only furthering Chi-Chi's concern for her husband. With the angels and gods of the resurrected universes making their intentions clear, the Grand Priest's actions of freezing the rebels, Universe Zero, and all inside Universe Zero, have bought our heroes 2 years' time to not only prepare for a universal war, but to decide what side they will be fighting on. The natural choice seeming to be the side of the Grand Priest. But would the abolition of the divine hierarchy lead to greater equality or absolute chaos?
So Goku's frozen too? Holy fuck. What the fuck? Dad, goddamn. I already want to watch the 3rd episode, but that will be another day. Anyways, if you guys missed out on this live stream where I watched this live, then hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, do all that good stuff. Show your support, of course, to the original video. Link in the description. And, of course, if you guys want anime reactions, etc. outside, you guys can support me a little extra by checking out the OnlyFans page, link in the description, and my gaming channel, which is for my gaming content. So check out that as well, link in the description. Not ending the stream chat, ending the video. Thank you guys for watching. Till then, later.